How many people come out of groups? Three per group.
I think it's 2 per group. It's always been 2.
Oh, it's 2 per group.
But
Oh, it's
you know,
2. Okay.
maybe this year is different. But
oh, I have no idea.
did you get to watch that whole game, the first Sunny versus G2 game?
I don't think so.
It was like the game of the tournament. Like Sunny had it, and
oh, is that when they
pushed down the
fucking
mid to try to finish
TP'd?
it?
They had the whole base in it, and they were able to ace them, and they
Perks TP'd top lane.
Okay, yes, I saw that game then.
So this is the most anticipated second game.
It's the rematch.
And like I was saying, they're playing for first. Whoever wins this game, they're going to avoid the #1 seed, whether that's going to be Damwon or Top Esports or whoever's coming out of in the other groups. They're going to be able to avoid them, whereas the other team is going to have to face a #1 seed. So this very likely will determine which one of these teams is going to get out of the next round. Whoever wins this, that's my prediction at least.
Yeah,
there's
that
a
makes
huge
sense.
difference. There's a huge difference when you're going in a best of 5. Are you going to face like against an emerging region that maybe got lucky and finished second place or something? Or are you going to go
or a juggernaut?
Good luck winning a single game, let alone winning 3 games.
He's going to have a very free lane and Wonder, knowing that he's playing weak side without jungle support, is just going to have to watch it happen.
So what you got to see in the first game, at least what I noticed, was Sunning was better mechanically and was better team fighting.
Until the Syndra fucking inted at the Nexus.
Yeah, that was a bad call.
Yeah, that was nutty.
They're very aggressive. They're very aggressive. They play very traditional LPL style.
I think at this point you just kind of have to handshake it. We're trading crowds, we're trading sides of the jungle. Now the Raptor respawn is coming in because it was one of the first camps that was cleared. Excuse me, the first camp that was cleared.
Seeing the Scion. Is this have you seen Scion in any other playoff games?
Dude, we're talking about Wonder here, dude. This guy fucking plays everything. He plays anything and just weird shit too. No flash on the Ashe. Missed. Oh no way, she's fucking inting!
Yep. That's pretty aggressive to go in on that too.
WW! Troll. Didn't have flash either.
But both sides just gonna walk away here, a bloody exchange in the bottom lane.
Yeah, but so
dude, you ready for fucking Clash this weekend?
Yeah, I don't even know what my team's gonna be, but
dude, I'm sniffing a win, dude.
The way I've been playing, and the way people I've been playing with, I'm sniffing a win too.
Dude, we can do it.
He took a couple of creeps and then he left it there, so just a 1-for-1 trade for both junglers.
We can fucking do it.
Overall,
gotta see who's available for the weekend.
For SOFM, because at the end of the day,
true.
He's the one who picked up a lot of that XP
dude,
on the backside of the trade. Even if they did.
If anything, dude, I might support WAF.
And you could say kind of a
and I could hard carry. I can hard carry him through lane, dude, then transition into mid game. We'll get fucking spicy on the dumbasses. Let me help. Let me be the engage with you, bro. We can do some spicy shit.
Maybe you could be the Leona, but I personally don't like that matchup into set.
Leona. Oh yeah.
I do like the combo of Ashe Leona though. I've been seeing that more and more, and just the CC you get at level 6, I really like that in almost anything. Especially if there's no tank on the bot lane. If it's like an enchanter support and you have Leona,
it's free.
Yeah, it's free.
Yeah, but they don't really have the hard CC follow. Cap certainly has the damage. They need to commit a lot under tower to take out Angel.
Looks like G2's gonna go for Dragon here.
Where Angel is a passive observer.
Push mid in with 3.
Will very quickly be ending as level 6 is on the horizon. Angel just now ticking over, and the flawless execution is available.
I would like to rename 2020 the War of the Raptors.
It's the only objective that matters. GPL trying to zone people out. They're going to try to one-tap.
Oh, no way.
Comes out clutch onto Caps to deny the damage. Still, Jankos will finish the job.
Oh, nice.
For an opportunity. Where's he going to go?
Really deep.
Perfect execution. Dash back on the
Suning's in a lot of trouble here. G2 is really taking the lead.
So G2 coming out on top.
Maybe the 2-for-1 special almost there, but like you said, Angel and Angie need to get away. Ace the Raptor can't pick up for G2 as well as the Scuttle Crab, and potentially even a Dragon, although I don't think that they need to do the time investment right now, so I like that Jankos is just returning to his own jungle. So if I'm heading towards topside jungle,
oh, whoa.
Vin should move down to his bottom.
Hell's happening mid?
We'll see if he wants to try to make a cheeky gank on top.
Is that a Kyle or?
Try to play over priority for Ocean Dragon for swinging.
Right?
Now we see Angel,
I was just looking away there. Didn't quite see it.
Jankos going to come just to make sure that Caps can actually.
Oh, I think Kyle did, but.
Wolves just to make this happen.
The first Dragon's getting delayed. It's an Ocean. That's a little surprising. I would have thought G2 was going to try to
At this point,
force
I think
that.
Sunny's play.
Wow, really deep at level 4.
Find out if Kyle has ult. Oh, doesn't need it.
No finish for Jankos coming through, so they are just going to try to close this one out. They're going to try to donate the
Oh shit, a Scion!
as much time as he can, but Jankos going to
Oh boy.
That's a trade. Overall, support for mid. That's what sort of
Yeah,
wanted.
But it's not bad to have a 3-0 Lilia right now.
It's not bad at all.
What I was going to say is that Sunny's play right now should be to wait for the Gangplank ultimate on Ben to come back up before they start playing cross map for priority over the Dragon. So meanwhile, you can see that while all this action has happened in the mid lane, SOFM has now
I gotta say, if I'm
walked across
Lilia,
the
I really am
Raptor
looking at
camp.
this Dragon,
So still
and
trying
I
to
know
stay
she's
very
going the opposite
competitive
side of the
with
map
CS
right now,
between this
but
very
she's got her
hard
runic
farming lane and
echoes,
very hard farming
and
rings.
I just value first Ocean Dragon so much more than any other dragon.
Though, to be fair, this is where it gets very
Oh yeah?
I
Yeah, do that. If you were to get one Dragon, dude, Ocean's that one to get.
Yeah. It makes all the difference, especially this early.
Not nearly as big of a power spike for clearing
But
the jungle.
he's going to decide to keep the level lead. He's got a full level up on Graves.
From an upgrade from Warhammer, but still will be hard.
He might even
But there's
decide
a
to
lot of
trade the
power
Rift
that,
for the
SOFM
Dragon
has
if
from his bot lane
he
right
continues
now.
moving
Huangfeng
upward.
is now level 6, whereas Perk's still level 5, about to take over. But also a level discrepancy between Sword Art and Mickey. So you can use
At the lane
power
pressure
if
bottom.
you do want to try to force early dragons, or if they say that the early dragon isn't super important to us,
Oh, mid's backing though.
and instead we want to continue to get
I gotta say, I
SOFM through
really
these
like
games.
the top lane matchup as the Gangplank. You gotta think Scion is one of the better matchups, and more than likely Vin would have picked in, would have picked Gangplank into this Scion. You can't think that Wonder was picking Scion into Gangplank. That would make any sense.
You don't think so?
You'd expect that,
Especially with the build
Yeah,
that
you
he's
usually
going.
pick Gangplank into like
There's also the
tanks just to scale.
and gank on
Yeah.
Gangplank up here. Angel needs to push this wave back to get Caps to
Oh,
respond.
oh, here it is. They're pinging it.
Available though, and no surprise.
Or he's going for blue buff.
For the camp instead of the Drake at this point in the game. Wants to stay ahead in the individual 1v1. For now, has a one camp advantage. Will even out.
See him.
As the Scuttle Crab does come through, and they have secured blue now for Caps as well. So
They're
it's just
on the way.
already all across the map.
This is where Rav died.
Pushing in the top lane, but GP does have the ult up and available.
Ta-da.
No TP from
Oh.
either side,
Shots
and
fired.
blue buff will be
Shots
set.
See if he just hits the dragon, it's just gonna back and
Oh
forth.
damn, I want to see some action go down.
Jungle camp focused pressure battle of
Yeah,
all
still a
time.
really even
It's such a
game.
weird meta, Roscoe.
I know,
The
we're
only
used to
scaling
searching for
difference I
G2,
really
but
see is the
Nico's playing
Gangplank
for
that
his
can
lane.
really
Yeah,
scale in the
Lee
late
shows
game.
up,
Everyone else is pretty much a
Sebastian
mid-game
plays,
champion.
steps it out. Who can push? Well, that thought is maybe there's a bit of a play here, bottom side. Who can push? Who can get more jungle camps?
This is big though. Jankos has now been shown on the bottom side. I don't believe he's going to set the Herald here. I think he's just protecting Perks and Mickey to allow them to get their back. Again, I would expect Jankos to use the Herald with Caps to keep Syndra ahead of the clock, so she has a lot of kill pressure here.
What's this
Does
guy
give,
doing?
so
Oh, just getting a
ample
blast
amounts of
coming in?
time to see how he wants to attack the map, and you can see him walking towards Raptors. And Caps was actually setting up a trap for SOFM when
Just
he
on a
gets
separate
into
note, I'm a
the jungle.
huge fan of Frost Garen.
Difficult too, because we can see that Caps is
She's
actually
in-
Who's Frost Garen?
The lady that's
And of course, earlier was
commenting.
denied
She's from
about
the
2
LPL
waves,
region.
it looked like, until Jankos was able to back
Yeah,
up.
she has a crazy neck tat.
Yep.
Meanwhile, on top lane, though,
like
Wonder
like
has
the
become
lion or
the
something.
immovable side.
Yeah,
Team wants him to
some
be.
kind of
Sadly,
not
so immovable from this point out,
Wildcat.
so SOFM wants to gank on this top side.
Oh, where was she from? Korea? Is that where she started?
This is
China.
just
She did the
first
Chinese league for at least
round.
3 years.
Oh, got you. And she went, and I think she's at what,
Who's
Europe now?
actually winning
LEC,
in the
yeah,
match?
she's making bank.
I mean,
Great personality.
Oh, really?
They love her over there. Yeah,
confident that they are.
She joined the year that the LEC like really exploded,
I'm
and their
worried about that
broadcast
GT
team
Frost,
is
I'm
now
not gonna lie
like
to you. After Ben's
thought of
performance
so
last
much
game,
better than
I
NA,
feel this man hit a triple
and
barrel chain like it's nothing.
the
Now, I
regional
haven't seen it yet.
viewership has
I
exploded.
still feel
Where
like,
like for
this is
years
something
we were
GT
thinking
are gonna
Europe
have
might
I
die,
think Suni's composition,
and now
like I
they're
said,
healthier than
just
ever.
has a lot of,
Thorin
everything
really
that you
gave
want.
her
You got
a
some
lot
burst
of
damage, you can
exposure
sustain
early on,
damage, you
coming
break
on,
CC, you
talking
can
about
play
Korean
side
League of
lanes, you can
Legends,
play
about
5v5,
Chinese League of
like,
Legends.
holistically,
And
I just
that's
like
where
all
I
the
got
things
exposed
that
to
it's
her,
bringing.
and
But you also have a lot of comfort champions
definitely
coming out of, G2.
one of my favorite analysts.
Syndra coming in,
I like
of
her.
course.
And
I like LS.
she knows a lot.
When he was
She comes
struggling
up with a lot of
in
good
the
shit.
season, the Senna was always his way of finding advantages.
Deep understanding
Of
of
course,
the game.
performing much better this time around at Worlds so far. Last game.
How many souls can we see her souls? How many souls she's got?
Wasp's been really thinking about that. She's trying to find out what a good amount is.
Oh, dude, fucking Senna's so fun to play.
Big Leona whiff there.
Oh, fuck. Oh,
The flash out by that.
we're going for that ring. Hey, with the
Why are you
camera,
going
what the
there?
fuck?
Why did the camera go there?
Ooh. Yeah, what the hell? Graves on the retreat, we gotta watch it.
Now immediate TP back to the top side. Wonder returns his role.
I guess that's why they picked
Well, I won't call it a wet noodle
Sion.
this, Farm Fest.
I'm getting
Fucking run somewhere in the TP top.
the bottom lane.
Oh, he's beating his
There's
ass.
also a TP going bot lane. It's cool. Sion's farming. Well, not much to say about that one. We're just gonna move on.
We're in a very different look at the game.
There you go.
Okay, big news was the fact that Akali got a massive shutdown bonus.
Yes.
We always talk about it. Akali is a one-item champ. As soon as she has Gunblade, she likes to play onto the side lanes. Will have kill pressure on a lot of different people.
Absolutely will. Now, of course, Herald's going to be charging in mid lane. Plenty of time before the plates go down. Even with Yankees out in the air, he will still get the plates, so will be some good gold donated over, even if it doesn't show it on the spectator overlay. Now,
Oh, so what is it, like 2.5 plates you get for her?
Two and
Scuttle
a half.
charge?
Yeah, depending on the time.
Once Angel gets that, there is, I'm not going to say infinitely more kill pressure, but certainly Caps is going to have to play this
But
one
if you just got to
flawlessly
randomly
if he wants to
use
run.
it, it's
Yeah, and
mid lanes
the big
generally
thing for me is that
where you
Herald
want to use it if you're
wasn't
just going to
also
take
split,
the first two
between
plates off.
Caps and Yankos. Caps wasn't close enough, so we didn't get any of the gold there on the turret.
Good first tower to go down.
I mean, yeah, sure, you'd rather get a whole turret somewhere else, but, you know, it doesn't always work out that
Slow her
way.
down slightly, especially now that Angel has so much bank in his back pocket.
Dude, that's the worst being Graves, taking out pink wards.
And despite Yankos' early completion on the jungle item there, SOFM remains pretty far ahead in terms of overall jungle CS, which at this point, how could we expect any less? That said, meanwhile, on the top side, Wonder battling for these plates, knowing that GP's autos aren't really the concern, but that if he one-taps the creep wave, then Wonder will
GP
be in
already
trouble.
has
That's
the Trinity
it.
Force.
Jesus Christ, dude, fucking
Yes, like, what, as
13
the
minutes.
slowly whittle down there, resetting the passive. Of course, it is true damage. So GP will eventually kill that Scion, especially with the Trinity Force, but it does take a long time.
He's cutting down a tree, but it's a very thick tree, and he's using a handsaw.
Thick boy. Can't just do that.
What an analogy.
So you can see that Sword Art has actually changed up his positioning. Herald is
Thick
gonna
boy.
spawn relatively soon.
Big boy coming in.
Where Ben is, and the fact that Suning actually just had vision that Perks is still bot side as we're still chopping down this tree. As Herald spawns, Suning will have numbers advantage on it.
Yep. And now
Okay.
collapsing.
Are they, you think they're going for a dive, or?
Really keeping either option open for
They're setting up
himself. In
deep
the meantime,
vision.
Mickey now
Rift is
running
coming up,
forward.
so probably setting up for Rift.
Oh shit, dude, what am I talking about, dude? I thought Baron was coming up lately.
Big Scuddy, as we like to call
Big
it.
Scuddy! Dude, I'm down with that. I like that, actually. I like that a lot.
Friendly terms. You can see that they went very deep, set up a bunch of
Scuttle's up, let's get it.
And despite the fact that Suning
We
had
got our own
initial
word now.
positioning here, G2 very quickly
Not
chose
everyone I
spawn,
just create a new
bringing
word
all of their
with,
members
you
here,
know?
one phone
Hell
call.
yeah, dude, we're gonna be the casting duo.
G2
I'll get better, dude, I'll get better. You just gotta, I need practice.
Anytime, man. But even just watching the games like this kind of helps out. So,
Now goes Leona. Kill on the Kali. Get the souls, get the souls.
looks like maybe Kali goes top. Let's see. No, it does not go top.
Big fight in favor of Suning.
The damage that prey just
Wait, what the fuck?
I thought
they
Kelly
killed
got it.
Yeah, I don't think killed it. Oh, they summon it?
Yeah, she did for top. That's got the turret. That might get a second charge.
That damage, I'll take your life on the backside as well. Easy collapse to finish it up, and now Ben pushing it on the top line.
Gangplank's got
too,
demolished
so
as well. If they really force this, they can get this tower down, and it looks like they're gonna go for it.
Yeah, agreed.
It's pretty aggressive, eh? Going demolish as Gangplank. You don't see that too often.
I guess they were really hoping for that.
But this is terrifying.
He leaves.
They were all feeling good about
Scion leaves, and you just push hard.
Yeah.
lethality item for SoFum. It's going to be even more items coming in for the GP.
Oh man, dude, this game
As
is.
you've already seen, Caps is not one-shotting the jungler, who only has Merc.
It's still close. You can still win a team fight and bring back this gold, but
Yeah, everyone has hit their item break points, so we take another look at this one. Cross map
She getting
arrow
lit up.
there, right on Yanko's followed right into the Leona CC. It looks okay for G2 because Yankos doesn't immediately get killed. Does manage to take down Sora.
yo, fucking golly.
But right there, another pickup for Angel. He then grabs the Rift Tail. He's going to go ahead and immediately set it down, and the Herald will walk top and then help Ben pick up a bunch more gold. And on the back of this,
Caps trying to make the hero play.
inability to just kill SOFM, the flash out of the other Q.
Yep. Smoke screen there playing with the vision. One to rewatch later from Caps' perspective, see what he saw, because that was dirty. That's why you see the Graves prioritizing this tournament. A very difficult champion to lock down in the 1v1s, and now he's got the Umbral Glaive as well. So whatever G2 think is theirs is not. No vision really going to be available for this team after that one comes through.
Now it's divide and conquer for Suning. You can see
This is
that
once
they're trying
again,
to
this is an
trade
amazing
these
game.
cross-map towers,
Like
while
this is
G2
what
are trying
Worlds
to
is
protect
about
Caps
right here.
for
I
him
love
to trade
this.
the tower back, but Suning have the lead right now.
Yeah, dude, this world is actually fucking
Oh,
crazy.
I'm loving it, man. Best Worlds in a long time for me.
Not scared of anything.
Dude, what worlds was it when they put the tank meta in right before it started?
Yeah, there's nothing G2
2015?
can do. You don't have to
Like
pull
5 or
trigger on the
something,
ultimate.
yeah.
There is
6.
no response
Dude.
from G2 cross map to the tower.
Bro, that was such a shit show.
Malachi.
Dude, I think that was one of the like.
This game is certainly not as
I think that was like one of the worst worlds.
We've got another situation where top lane is
Well,
wildly ahead.
there wasn't
Now
action in
Zion is
top. They were like,
arguably better
you
than
were waiting for the
Renekton.
teleport
Renekton
plays.
actually has to
Both people
get
teleporting
into
bot
melee
lane,
range to
and then
target
having a
the
3-on-3 or a
The fact
4-on-4.
that he already has Essence Reaver, the fact that he's
You were
going to be
basically waiting
one-shotting
for
these
that-
waves,
those.
which, for the record, when you're one-shotting the wave of a barrel, it means just
I felt like it was so corny, and then like a lot of teams didn't like understand what the fuck was happening.
Time you clear a wave, this is going to
This
be a
Infernal
nightmare.
Soul,
Uh-oh.
wouldn't you say it benefits Sunning just a little bit?
Yeah, oh the burst on the Kali, the oh. Oh, shit.
That's big.
Uh-oh,
Gank
flank
first step.
coming in.
Run!
Run, Yankos, run! Not that way.
Hard to catch him.
Oh, oh god.
It's Bambi, it's Bambi all over again. SOFM is hunting
Said
it down.
Bambi all over
He's
again.
hunting it down. It's certainly looking like G2's hopes and dreams are being served up on the table as Yankos gets dropped there.
Sunning's coming back. G2 had the early lead, like in the first 7-8 minutes. Now Sunning's right back.
Maybe get some pressure off of Yankos' death. But Suning very quickly responds.
Let's see that utility Senna coming in.
There is not. One Fong just going to clear out the wave, knowing that he's pretty comfortable to do this. SOFM moving up to take
Ash
the
going
red
execution
buff.
is calling, getting caught out here.
Oh,
Big trouble for
Flash.
him.
Oh, double sums. Oh, got her dumbass. Here comes the Graves out of the flank.
In this game where Huang Feng overstays and gets punished rightfully for it.
Okay, Sunny needs to just back out of here. G2's trying to engage, but they're not 5. It is 3-on-3.
Not sure what happened there on his screen, but on ours.
Ion Slizzle. Oh, big crit.
Remember, they're a person down, and they're going ahead and engaging doing moves like that.
Dude, I don't give any fucks.
No, very aggressive.
What I was talking about before,
G2's
Ben
trying to
was
farm
killed
up,
topside by G2 was that level 13 was obviously
get their
the
slow
big window
advantages.
for G2 to
Sunny
start proving
not
out
having
this team
it
have
in.
a lot of team fight powers. It allows you to do all the cool tricks with your barrels because the timer is now at its lowest. So already you can see Ben is grouping
So
up
big
with
2
everyone.
items
Those
for
barrels
our
are starting
Graves
to
right
hurt.
now, getting that Umbral Glaive. What are your thoughts on the Umbral Glaive as the second item versus the Black Cleaver?
I mean, if you're really going for that vision, it's really worth it. But
And now the question is, how do
you're not gonna get as
G2
tanky.
problem solve Angel onto a side lane?
You don't have the armor shred, but I mean they don't really have much armor.
Well, look,
I mean they're pretty
Scion
squishy to
and
begin with,
Set?
so
Scion and Set?
Set support. He'll take a little bit. But the Scion will be a little tanky.
Yeah.
Just Scion will get there.
But like you said, it's for the vision, so maybe not necessarily for solo queue, but for a team game at a high level where vision is more and more important. Maybe Umberglev is the better build if you're not like crazy behind type of thing, which he's not. He's actually he's in a real good place. Caught up in levels. Got 30 CS up. Remember, Lilia started 3-0, right?
Oh, true.
So, like, look at what Graves has done.
Unlike last game, this one isn't just immediately
really
over
impressive.
if we go late. And that's important to remember because last time these two teams
Flank from the Leona. Oh, no, he's gonna.
Cap is in a lot of trouble here. That's
Oh, here
really
comes the
deep.
Kali. Yep.
That's the thing with Leona. When you catch someone in a bush like that, it's so easy to finish them off. You can land your triple stun.
Dude,
Nothing to do.
QE ult
Yep.
3. Oh, no. Oh, big damage from the DP.
It's gonna go down, but
Oh.
that's okay.
Little inting, but
Oh,
he hit that.
Oh
Oh shit, no way. Oh, here goes the Kali. You gotta get out.
Sunny is down a person once again, but with low health bars, I expect them to go in. This is just their style of team. They're down a person. Just watch.
Yeah. Let's
Aggressively getting back.
Sona
in the
ult,
lane.
dude. Sona ult's like a minute.
Leona?
Yeah. Oh, what'd I say?
Sona.
Sona? Yeah, Leona is like a minute. Look, it's almost back up already.
Yep.
Fake.
Yep. Probably a little bit faster than Ash's ult is up at this point, right? Because Ash isn't going cooldown reduction. So it's got a longer cooldown than a minute, that's for sure. You got your second point.
Oh, here it is. Look, this is his POV. Oh, not POV, but
I mean, that's his jungle, right? They're
yeah, dude, that's deep in your jungle too.
Yeah. So nice calculated play there. But that wasn't Caps being aggressive or anything, or doing something he's not supposed to do. You're supposed to safely be able to walk through your jungle.
Oh wow, dude, that almost bursted there, Senna.
Good move from Mickey X
Looking
there.
for his montage moment. After that Camille game, maybe he was feeling it just a little bit too much. And now, well, there's a Baron on the card. Angel going to try to kill whoever he can. Lockdown there onto Mickey. They're fishing for a few more caps. Just going to get tanking down, though. Angel now unstoppable. Baron now set to fall. Yankos can't get
That's a big moment for Akali here, being able to
There's nothing left. Sofa going to grab the Baron.
1v2 there and come out with the kill.
4K down. Baron
She's getting big, dude. What is she like? 4-0?
Level 15, high
5-0.
She was like 3-0 last I saw, but she might be more now.
Probably reset or went back into their lanes, and Suning just sprinted.
Get rid of this Baron buff play. We don't care. Hey,
Yeah, you call
5-0, 550 bounty.
Finished the Leandres as well. Yikes.
Sion being able to one-shot
She's
is
gonna
really
be-
reliable if no one is there to stop him from using the decimating smash. Extra range for perks will be okay, but
Oh, there she is, split pushing.
the arrow cooldown for Huanfeng.
That's what they want.
Cooldown for Sword Art. They are ready to get a fight kicked off.
Also want to point out the
G2 did get that second dragon, remember.
Right now, so he's going to feel so confident to go toe-to-toe
Oh, wow,
right now,
dude.
who's still just trying to complete his death cap.
That's a lot of movement, dude. E
Here
ult.
comes Sion. This
Sunny
is the
should
Oh.
really try to reset
This
here.
is G2's one moment to try to get back into the
Yep,
snare.
they're going for it right now.
Oh, yeah, here's the engage right here. Akali's there, though. Akali's coming in from the back.
Anywhere else on the map right now
Oh, nope.
for Suning.
Good job from
Look
G2.
at him.
Jamming on the body of Sword Art. You might not like to see it when G2 are behind, but certainly a sign of confidence. G2 are not out of this one
That's
yet.
gonna
and a
buy
lot
them
of the
some
Baron
time,
buff is now
about
going
30
to be
seconds.
wasted away.
I'm going to pump the brakes a little bit, though. Maybe Wonder getting ahead of himself. I mean,
Yeah.
I can feel it. Big ego play right there.
Definitely the case. Been pushing it on side lane. Yeah, Angel's terrifying. That's a Leandries.
Yo, that's not good.
Turns out that
That was
hurts
a lot of
you when you don't
damage
have
to the
any
tank
MR.
there.
So
Yeah,
this
that's-
definitely needs to be respected in this one. IE on the way for Bin only has the, of course, BF sword at this rate. Could opt to go into the GA if he wants to play it a bit more defensively, but given everything we've seen from this man, feeling like a pretty safe bet on that Infinity Edge.
Yeah, but it does mean that while the Baron is going to be used to crack the base, it will still crack this mid lane tower. Like you said, Dracos, you know, the fact that Wonder did find that successful flank did waste some time and some vital cooldowns, like the teleport spell from Angel, as well as the Baron buff for Suning, but, you know, you're still
Oh, she
looking at a pretty
TP'd to that
healthy
fight?
gold deficit for G2. as well as some very scary items that have come out for their carries. Suning should feel confident whether the game ended here or not, that they're still in control and have a lot of options to play this one out.
Absolutely do. Good news is Death Cap now finished for Caps, and it looks like we're on the way to a Locket coming in from Wonder, which can mitigate a lot of the upfront burst damage that Suning can bring to the table. That said, sustained fights still a bit difficult. G2 really hoping for Lilia to bring through some of that damage burden in the longer team fights, but also very difficult for Jankos because, again, he is working.
Doesn't it really
towards
feel like
working towards some armor to mitigate a lot of the lethality that Sofum is bringing.
5K gold lead?
Pretty far off the item at that point and has none of the armor components right now. Caps. I think this one started off though, but won't get anything else. Just buying space. Just
I was going for Zonia's
That's
next.
exactly what Angel is doing as well, allowing his team to walk up and do massive damage here. A zoning Gangplank ultimate as Suning are trying to brute
Damn,
force
dude,
this
they're
attack.
really can siege hard.
We'll take down to tier 2. We'll further extend their gold lead.
Not much wave clear.
6K now just about in their favor. Should be when they are able to retreat and grab their own jungle camps. So things looking very good for Suning.
Inferno is going to be spawning in 1 minute. That means that we're going to be playing off of the mid-priority. As Huang Feng maybe again out of
Oh,
this.
nice.
Yeah, but that rapid fire cannon auto, when it's got a glacial augment attached to it, is something that has to be respected there. Luckily there's no follow-up this time around, but Perks' range this is going to get longer and longer.
Okay,
True.
playing off of Infernal. Suning have had their resets come in, they're passing the blue off into Angel. Now, there's no TPs for Ben or Angel just yet, so it'll probably be Ben that's playing cross.
Look at the graph.
Using the Gangplank ultimate.
It's a nice couple of items that
Sunning
has that G2 doesn't, but it's still game's still up in the air.
Give this one away or a full potential.
Dude, once the Kali finishes that Zonia's,
because it is only the
it's gonna be scary.
Yeah. Because she'll have a lot of extra survivability as well. She's been having.
Damn, she's actually tanky as fuck.
Yeah.
EXP
Very
and gold
tanky.
into Caps, who's had a pretty long freeze up into that top side that's finally pushing away from him.
Yeah. And additionally,
They're gonna
it's
debate
very
them?
difficult to play these fights out if you're the side of G2. You really need to be able to peel
Free drag.
flying carries, and with Jankos being so squishy, he's not offering a whole lot right now. And additionally, now we see Ben on
Oh,
the
whoa.
top side, though, potentially overstaying his perks. Will make
Oh,
sure
he's
to survive on
inting.
that one. Ben overcommits. Won't matter because ultimately the Dragon's still over to the side
GP.
of Suning, but maybe G2 now can find a
Look at
way
the tower,
there.
though.
Ulti is going to go down. Mickey's in trouble. Will not even get a chance to push that haymaker as the tier 2 breaks.
Yeah, Mickey, I guess
They had a
thinking
big
that he
wave,
tried
they
to
knew
clear
they-
the wave right there, but it
could make
is
a play there.
overconfidence from Ben that's traded for overconfidence for Mickey.
And I was about to talk about how Ben now has the IE and should be feared above all else for his ability to one.
Oh, shit, he went Locket.
G2, but of course, overstaying your welcome is definitely one way to go out.
The disrespect, Mickey hiding in Fog of War as soon as Ben overcommits there onto Perks, flashes around and manages to help trade that kill back for back. But then Mickey steps up to the wave and surprise, it's a bar fight, all of Suning are there.
And it's actually surprising. Ben is 0-3, and it feels like it's still been a good Gangplank performance from him, but he's obviously getting caught out a lot. So while Sofum, Angel, and Sword Art are all, I think, playing very cleanly for the most part, Sword Art obviously giving his life in some exchanges, definitely have two members on the team who are either a little overconfident or a little out of
Syndra with
position,
a third
and those are
item.
things that you need to tighten up as we get later in the game. Even when you have a 6K advantage, you can't afford to miss position in these fights.
And this is one of the gaps. that
Almost
we
down
talked about when
50
it
CS
comes to
now?
Suning
Oh my
versus
god.
TES and JDG is round 14.
Wonder's now been caught out. He's going to flash. And he's waiting to ult for now. He's going to get stunned. He's going to get locked up.
Oh my god, they're just locking him up.
But with an Ashe there, it's going to be pretty difficult for Wonder to get anything done there. Losing their tank, losing their support. That's going to be second Baron pretty
Both their
easily for
tanks,
Suning in this
yeah.
game.
Absolutely. Now,
Free Baron.
the silver
Yeah,
lining for G2
completely
fans
free.
is that Jankos does have Flash. He is still alive. But
62
the
souls?
you're
Nice.
Missing very crucial members. Your entire front line for G2.
So
It should make it
62
really easy for
in
Angel
29
and Sword Art
minutes.
To make sure that Jankos
Yeah,
doesn't have a
that's
shot
good.
of getting you this Baron. You can see the white flag goes up. Jankos is picking up the Gromp in tandem with Senna to pick up the Soul. And the second Baron for Suning.
And again, now 8K gold lead. It starts to feel pretty insurmountable. We've seen Miracle team fights before, most certainly, but there's no Ezreal this time around. It's a Senna, it's a Syndra. It feels like they burn their cooldowns and then they chill. They sit there. So really it's going to take something even more than miraculous for G2 to find their way back into this one.
It's also the fact that they're still missing a lot of the hard engage. Now, G2 do have access to multiple teleports here. Again, you're looking for them to find the fight on their terms, which means it's probably about Wonder or about Caps finding a good flank and then hard CC. But from this game state, from this map state, Suning should be feeling really good. They can see the finish line. It's probably a single team fight before they can skip across that one. They have great power in both their side lanes. SOFM's also huge now.
Yeah. If we're running a foot race here, G2 are going to need some rocket boosters or for Suning's shoelaces to be untied, because there's no way without really, again, something miraculous. This is such a difficult situation for G2.
Wow,
They're very much up against the wall.
Just gonna start suffocating them in the base.
Wonder certainly made a solid impact in these games. Eventually, the damage output from GP will simply be too much. It's a similar story for the Akali, who is now working towards her own death cap. On top of the Leandri is in the hourglass that she has for herself. And
Don't you feel like this is it? Like this is,
yeah.
It's a pretty big deficit here now.
Won't be tanky enough soon, but now they're trying to find a play on
They gotta do something crazy.
Awesome, the Hex Flash out of Mickey. Very comfortable in this 1v1
Sunning's
right
playing
now.
this smart, backing off when they need to. G2's trying to catch him out, but they're not getting the
G2 esports, but they can't really commit to a fight. Mickey constantly threatening the engage here, but very limited without that flash.
Expertly played by Suning to keep the pressure up through multiple waves, and the fact that they're playing with G2 in the middle and then Sofam off into the side. And you can see the desperation is setting in for G2.
They're playing this a
They're
lot
just
more
trying to
calculated than they did the first game.
Where it is?
Getting now to this Graves.
They know they threw that last
Should
game.
be a pretty easy one to flash out to safety. Big ult across. Now Drowsy and solid kill pickup. In the meantime, Angel's absolutely styling. Zoom and dash.
Oh, yeah, what the fuck?
Buys a bit more time, and now Mickey on the way out as he gets shut down before he can even
Dude,
dunk
what
down
is
on
a
the
Kali?
position of the
That's
big
what I want.
G2.
Oh my god, he sniped him!
Landing right where it needs to go. Wonder though, going to death.
Uh-oh.
Now
Big
is
Lilia.
They can do
They
this.
have to burn everything to slow him down and stop it. Morphong forced to flash out to safety.
They can do
Angel
this.
actually could be in trouble now. They've lost a lot here on the side of G2, but maybe, just maybe, they can find a fight back in their favor.
Big if
Go
they get a
Oh,
Kali.
please,
again,
no,
Really,
just
really
shut
big.
down back onto Perks. Suning breaking open the base, but G2
They lose
still
one
finding a fight.
inhibitor.
And finding a lot of gold to kind of the
And,
two
they
carries
keep-
that they
they
really
keep
need
their
to show up
top up.
right now, which is this Lilia
So-
and this Senna. The fact that Perks is 4-0
Not
and
Not too
Instantly.
bad. Got some shutdowns. Got a lot of shutdowns.
They might even be able to get this
You
third
can
dragon
see
coming out, like
maybe
third
there's
dragon
a
for them.
tiny glimmer of light
Put
down
them on
a
soul
very
point.
dark tunnel for G2. But like you said, this was also
Gives them another
Suning
win condition.
overextending, getting a little bit flashy. If they played this one for the objectives rather than
Dude, what is that?
success,
What the fuck is that?
maybe the game might be over.
And immediate GPL here, big damage goes in. Lucky for them, they've got the lock in the Iron Solari from Wonder, or that one really could have just been it right there. Morphong again, forced to flash out of this one. Can't blame him though. You can't slow down the Scion zombie form. He will 2-auto you down. And now it appears that G2 on the back of that one haven't been able to save
Their
their base.
third
They haven't been
dragon
able to
did
get the
go
third
over to
Infernal, moving them
G2.
up to soul point. So
But
there it is.
7,000
There's your glimmer
gold
of
right
light,
here.
Oscar, and right at the end of that dark tunnel you were
And
talking
you get a
about.
level
It's
or
gonna
two on
spawn in
everyone.
5 minutes. So question now is, can G2 hold?
I think
do wanna
Suning
talk about
tries to
this.
push.
Obviously, I still feel that this is Suning's game to lose at this point. I still feel that they're in control of the position, although there are several.
Or
Baron,
though, so.
That inhibitor went
But this is something
went
to watch
down
over the
in
course
top
of the
lane.
tournament.
That's
The
2 inhibs down.
inconsistencies in a very young
Ooh,
roster.
that's
It
big.
is getting blasted.
Oh,
A lot of
Really
squishy
good
members
block
on
there.
that team.
wow.
This is what happens.
Okay, they
This
just
is what
Fucking
has
ending.
happened
time.
between TES and
Well,
JG.
we got-
You
we-
drag
we
some
have
out,
this,
you start to
dude.
see some of the cracks and some of that inexperience.
We-
Not
if
quite
the
easy
GP
to
keeps
work
anything
with
like this,
decisions,
bro, I
a little
believe.
bit overeager, a little
Yeah,
bit
yeah, he really
volatile.
has,
And you
eh?
can
He was
see
doing
a
great in
really
laning
high
phase,
ceiling
and
for
then
someone
Yeah.
who's
built up
talented.
5
Their
deaths. Like
individual
this
players
is
are.
all
And you
5
can
deaths
see
for a
a
mid
very
game.
deep gutter as they are kind of running
got deep, too.
into G2 when the game was done and dusted.
And for Ben, overconfidence, a slow and insidious killer. Now it paid off for him big time in that Aurelia matchup. It paid off for him big time in that Camille matchup. But here in GP versus Scion in the late game, when he has quad offensive items, he is probably wishing that he had a Sterix instead of that immediate IE rush or that immediate zeal, because he has not been able to find any opportunities to lay down barrels when he's getting one shot by the front line of G2, or the back line rather of G2.
And there was another shutdown for Caps as well, who has spent all of this time onto side lanes, is now level 17. Is also now about to be an avid reader. He's got the Dark Seal, it's got 3 stacks onto it. The play will be to upgrade this into a Wajai's.
And Perks is grabbing mad stacks here as they duo clears through the jungle. So, again,
Should be around 100 now.
If he gets one tapped again now by this Senna, who
Probably
is
close.
without any crit
Maybe
itemization
80
outside
maybe.
their rapid fire cannon, probably at about 100% crit right now. A lot of additional souls, a lot of extra damage, and Perks is going to be a terror.
Show us the souls.
The Baron is going to be coming up in 37
People are almost
seconds.
full
That's
build
the first
right
thing that we
now.
need to take stock of. It's still always going to be easier for
There it is.
to get oh my god, to get control.
386 AD, bro. That's what we like to see.
Yeah. So at 35 minutes. So that's the goal. You get 100 at 35.
Yeah, if you get it before, if you get 100 before 40, you're looking like really spicy.
How many games like really go past 40 minutes, right? Not that many anymore.
Yeah, exactly.
So I like that. I like that. I don't. Like, you don't hit that every game.
Would do is they would keep Angel into his side lane or GP.
I think for pro, if you get around like 80,
Instead they're doing is Angel
the magic number's like 80 for pro play.
And G2 are
Yeah, I think it's like 70.
getting shredded very quickly.
Yeah, eyes on the prize here. Now Caps walking back to base. Maybe he looks for a TP, but 4K dropping. That's just gonna
70 crit. We're only buying one crit item, dude.
in a row for Suning. Now, of course, 2 minutes left until that all-important
I wish.
point. But again, now
Really
with 2
noticing how
inhibitors
the
down,
rapid
we could be
fire
looking at 3
cannon is just
inhibitors down for
really
G2,
useful
and
in
while Senna would
Senna.
certainly
It
be
really
happy to see a
seems
few
very
more
core
souls
to
go into
her.
her pocket. At that
Oh
point,
yeah, dude, I tried it for the first time that game I DC'd when we're playing with, I think I was with Arc Bottom.
There's no more mistakes left. You lose a single team fight, you lose
I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll build it, why not?
Feels like could lose a couple of team fights. Now, obviously, you don't want to give away an Infernal Soul, which is now spawning.
Because the range that you get is so useful, and when you're picking up souls as well too, right? You get the extra range on
or
that.
securing themselves a dragon and continuing to
True.
extend this game.
And Cap's strong enough now that he is one-shotting everything but the cannon minion in terms of Baron clear.
Inhibs are going to be up
Difficult
in
game
like
for Suning.
2 minutes.
Not having a
Do we have
frontline
timers on that?
hurting them was not earlier in the game.
No.
It was very
No.
much a big boon and
just
benefit, but
Remembering about when
Just
it
guessing.
went down.
Okay.
yeah, Perks is
Mid will
scary.
be up first.
Again, there was 100 souls, so
After.
a lot of extra range. You put a rapid fire cannon on top of that, that's a lot more extra range. And for Angel and also for Ben, this is going to be difficult.
I think Suni needs to try to win a team fight here, push down mid.
They dodged that?
I think they shouldn't focus on this dragon. I think dragon secondary. I think making sure to knock down these 2 inhibitors when they respawn, that's got to be their main focus. If they take the time and go to dragon and just waste more of their Baron timer, it's not worth it.
Agreed, I like that.
It's just an Infernal.
Oh, big barrel though. Eyes on that one. Where's it going to go? Will not connect to Perks. Could have been a death sentence. I think the lineup wasn't quite there. SOFM though now looking to break this inhibitor. G2 seemingly ready to force a fight about it. Sword Art not quite as squishy as the opposition there, and the arrow will go
Graves
wide. That's
between the
going to be a
lanes.
cooldown down. It looks like G2 have decided what they want to do, and is chase out SOFM.
Now, we just talked about kind of the volatility of Suning and some of their inexperience.
Angel.
Big damage onto the
Coming
tower.
down. Oh my god.
Nice for G2. They bought themselves a little
Dude.
more time.
That's going to be the kill. That's going to be the pick, and that's going to start things off. Wanfang trying to speed
Quick!
down this Infernal Drake.
Yankos, get down there!
Because they can see the win condition in their eyes. They
Oh,
can't afford to
she
overcommit on
missed.
this one. It is going to get
Sword
taken
Art
down.
missed.
Soul point
Oh.
denied. Suning though now on the back foot.
Gonna go
He's
down
going
for
to
it,
chase
too.
them down. Sword Art going to get picked off, and the game is now wide
That's,
open.
that's
Yes,
still
it is
really
a
good for
6K
G2.
difference in gold, but we're
That's
late enough
big.
now that it might not
That
matter.
30,
Wait, do you know who
35
wins?
It's gonna come down to a single team
Do I know
fight.
who
The
wins?
game's gonna go that
Yeah, do you
long.
know at all?
No.
Oh, you don't? Okay, cool. Neither do I.
G2 are
Good.
gonna-
Game 1, Suning versus G2, banger. Game 2, Suning versus G2, definitely Suning favor. Game 3, Suning versus G2, it looks
Let's
like
go,
another
break that mid-
banger.
oh, they're not gonna
Yes,
get that
folks,
mid tower.
this is
No,
gonna
no,
be
no, no.
tight.
They're just going to buy themselves some time. They're going
But
to
Suning, they
try to
were in
farm up to
control for
their
so
last
much
item,
of this
try to get to
game.
level 18,
They've had 3
and
Barons.
they get another fight.
Okay,
That's what
it's
they
not
get.
over yet. But oh my god, it's always this moment.
But if they lose one fight,
you see this,
G2
the
loses 2
volatility in
inhibitors,
Suning with some of their
100%.
inexperience
Maybe the
that,
game.
You know, if you drag them late enough.
Yeah, depending on how many people die in that.
Sunning has a fight or two to give.
They
can lose a skirmish or two.
They always make you work for it.
Yes, yes, they most certainly
That's the
do.
advantage
It
of
looked
only
very
losing one
over
tower the whole game,
15
right?
minutes of the game,
I
20
mean,
minutes
yeah,
of
the
game,
dragons are
25
even,
minutes of the
but
game. Here, 40
look at the
minutes.
Yeah, that's a
structure
lot
on
of
that.
shit to destroy.
Group A, reminder,
really
winner
matters at this
first
point.
Seed, loser second, pretty simple to keep track of.
Look at Parks' build. He's got a Randuin's.
Oh no, wait a second.
He might be unkillable.
He might be
Ren.
definitely not unkillable.
I mean, obviously, if he walks into all of them,
But at this point, we're 40 minutes in, and this man is probably at about 120 souls. If we can get a soul check again, that would be good, because he's collecting a lot here from
Yep,
all these
let's
waves
see it.
continuously crashing into him.
I'm saying 130.
obviously,
Eventually, he could build full tank and still be an 80 carry, right? If we go late enough, it is possible. I never thought we'd get there, but it is certainly possible.
the infinite scaling on Senna is really making a different meaning in this game. It hits different, if you will.
It hits different.
You never see it come true.
48 minutes on the clock. Okay.
127 souls, folks. That's a lot.
120. Dude, that was so close.
He's gonna start hitting people from like an entire screen away. This is gonna be like a nocturnal.
Yeah, we gotta talk about siege potential. This man is literally artillery. He's gonna be autoing your mid-tier 1 from halfway down the map.
Okay. Suning. You have pressure in all of these lanes. G2 have to stay as like a little death ball composition. You've got 2 different teleports. You have a gangplank ultimate.
So,
You just need to connect one of these hard CCs onto a G2 member who's out of position, drop the gangplank ultimate, and hopefully you blow him up. If you don't blow him up, you need to get the hell out of dodge, because Senna is a champion that makes extended fights very punishing here. And you need to try to get this
Sunning is taking this carefully. They know, they understand. They're playing so much more cautious than they did in their first game, and it might work out for them.
And the Randuins, we have double Randuins coming out. And honestly, Yankos, if he wanted to, could probably build one of his own. It looks like we're going to see the Death Cap come out instead, but you got triple crit carries on the side of Suning, so showing more and more big brain, making on a way to a Gargoyle Stone Plate for himself. And I don't know why I'm talking about the items, folks. I'm not going to lie to you. They don't really matter that much. It's just mostly execution.
you look at the support items.
Probably wins the fight.
They have 2.5.
Again, I feel like the longer a fight goes on, that I'm still going to favor G2.
40 minutes in the game, have 2.5 items. Holy shit.
Come down to execution for both sides, 'cause there's still tons of sustain
No
on
love
side
for
of
the
Suning's
support.
competition. But the itemization and the sheer armor from G2.
One auto. Not going to be nearly enough. Ooh, the
I think they're just buying time. They really shouldn't engage on this. They missed already 2 of their all.
Backing out the suplex down in the meantime. Yanko's now dashing forward, looking for the sleep. The glowing golden. Suning may have found the fight that they were waiting for.
Get the collie! Get the collie, please! Yes! Yes, get the Ash!
It's a 2 for 2.
Yeah,
G2's got the
we'll
health
take
advantage.
those.
To stop G2's push forward.
But the biggest thing was the fact that Angel was also killed in
Sion
that
might
fight.
be able
The
to just
Akali
tank
had
this.
survived. Maybe it's a completely different game for
might not
Suning.
want
Agreed.
to delays.
Yanko's going down and finishing what
Oh, they're pinging Baron.
did by trading his life also
Like
for the
gonna
Akali.
back. It looks like he was
Yeah.
being
Back
top
from
lane.
Tower, he has to be careful. He is very,
Oh,
very
GP?
squishy. TP coming in the mid lane.
I think the
G2,
call
they're
that comes to
trigger. They
protect
want
the
to end this one as
inhibitors
quickly as they
is
can. They
probably
want to break
best.
open the base. They want to give themselves a few more advantages because it's a minute left till the
Oh,
dragon.
maybe.
They wanna
When's that drag
fight
come up? In a minute?
soul, and it makes the rest of the game
yeah.
so much easier.
They need to be very careful.
Now, what I was saying, the
30
last
seconds
dragon
until
wasn't
the
important.
Akali
This
back up.
dragon
She also has
is more
TP.
important.
Super.
That's one less TP.
Someone's getting soul this time around.
It's not as important as breaking open the base for G2 and getting an inhibitor, or it's not as important as Sunny getting 2 inhibitors or getting Baron or anything like that, but it's up there.
That might be the biggest
Wow.
number I've ever seen in pro play.
Tell Waff to get 140 souls.
Can we get a stat check on that?
That's a very hard one to check, but yeah, Marcus, if you're listening, if you could figure that number out, no pressure, let us know if that's the most souls anyone's had.
Okay, Suning.
Oddly, dude, that's a lot of fucking
towards
souls.
this Baron. Now Yankos is all the way out of base. They will shred through this. He might not get here.
Oh, they're
in
gonna
time.
give.
Maybe the rest of G2 though. Although it looks like they're gonna handshake, give the Baron away, and instead try to grab the soul that's spawning in 7 seconds. If I'm Suning, I'm just like sprinting.
Dude, maybe an Elder will spawn, dude. That'd be so awesome.
No, Ben's resetting. They're gonna fight for it. Ben's resetting the TP.
No, it's gone, it's gone. That's it, that's Dragon Soul. Oh, but as they
Watch
back
out.
As they back out, they're now put together. You got Gangplank on the flank, Gangplank. One big shot.
Oh, no.
Can you do it? Huge! My God! One moment, one shot, one barrel. That's all you need. Shooting. They find their shot, they find their fight, and that's it.
Dude, that might be game, actually.
Like everything was turning against them, but now Wonder
good
is
dodge.
the last man left standing. One shot, one kill. The pistol from Ben finds its
It doesn't
mark,
matter if he gets
and now
back to
Suning
Nexus
will
here.
move up.
So
They
good.
will take first seed.
Damn, dude, I thought the Kali would have been the one to fucking do something like that.
The LPL will take this one.
There, they played it slow. They realized they just had to get one catch, one skirmish win, and they do it, and they move on to the first seed. And I gotta say, I really like watching this team. I'm a fan.
Damn, what a game.
What a way to end the game.